After a full year of daily driving my 2015 Porsche 981 Cayman, I can tell you this, it's way more practical as a daily than you ever expected. I'm a bigger guy and I can sit in this thing for 2 to 3 hours straight without discomfort, and I'm putting in about 300 to 400 miles a week. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dwayne, and before we get into my 1 year daily driving experience with the Porsche 981 Cayman, I need to admit something. I took a risk, a big one. I bought the cheapest 981 base I could find online. No test drive, no inspection, and I didn't even see it in person. I had it shipped all the way from Texas straight to my driveway here in Georgia. After a full year of living with it every single day, I can finally tell you whether the gamble paid off and why this car is way more practical as a daily than most people think. Most reviews focus on track days or weekend blasts, but almost nobody talks about what it's like to actually live in a Cayman every single day. Commuting, errands, long drives, maintenance, the real stuff. So let's get into what this car is actually like when it's not posing for Instagram. I average about 400 miles a week, so this car isn't a garage queen. It's my actual daily. And even with that kind of mileage, the driving experience hasn't gone old. The steering is electric, but honestly it's one of the best ESP systems Porsche's ever done. It's precise, communicative, and confidence inspiring. The flat 6 soundtrack is great even with a standard exhaust, and it turns even boring commutes into something you can actually enjoy. And comfort wise, as a heavier guy, I can sit in this car for 2 to 3 hours straight without any discomfort. When looking for the car, I did hold out for some must-haves. Cruise control for those long drives, heated seats for those cold mornings, and the multi-way adjustable seats. Here's the part nobody believes. On long highway runs, this thing averages about 38 miles per gallon. That's US gallons. And even around town, I'm still getting about 26 to 28. And for a naturally aspirated flat 6, that's pretty wild. For a 2-seater sports car, it's surprisingly accommodating. You can generally daily this thing without feeling like you've sacrificed all practicality. The ride is firm, for sure, but it's not punishing unless you're on roads that are truly awful. Maintenance has been way easier than people expect. Oil changes are simple if you've got the basic tools, and I've been doing them for under 45 bucks. FCP Euro even gives you credit for returning your old fluid and filters, which helps keep the costs down. With a little help, I've done all the filters, the brake, rotors and pads, and even the serpentine belt. The only things I farmed out were the alignment, a transmission service, spark plugs, and a valve cover gasket, and that's where having a good indie shop matters. Big shout out to Wolf Pen, those guys have built an awesome community and they've taken great care of the car. A good set of tyres can last about 40,000 miles with normal driving, which is way better than I expected from a mid-engine sports car. This depends greatly on the type of driving you plan to do. With the tyre offset, expect to run through your rear tyres at a faster rate. No surprise, the tyres are not cheap. There's something about this car that gets under your skin. It's not the fastest, though I'd argue that's really going to depend on what you were driving before. It's not the newest, but it is an unaging style. Even after a year, I still catch myself looking back at it every time I park. It's the kind of car that makes you want to take the long way home. I bought this car at a really interesting moment in my life. For the first time in over 10 years, I didn't have access to a company vehicle. So if I was going to buy something with my own money, I wanted it to be more than just a daily driver. I wanted something that made me excited to get behind the wheel every day. I always loved the lines of the Cayman, but I never thought it was a realistic option. Then suddenly I needed a car, and I thought, why not? And honestly, the car has given me way more than I expected. Over the past year, I've met some amazing people at car events, local meets, and especially on those mountain drives with the Flat 6 group. It's wild how a car can bring strangers together and turn them into friends. That's been one of the best parts of the whole experience. Some of you may be wondering, do I wish I bought the S? I can honestly say right now, for my needs, no. The more economical and cheaper model checked all the boxes. Had I driven an S, maybe, just maybe I'd have a different answer. If you're thinking about buying a 981 Cayman, especially as a daily, drop your questions in the comments, and if this video helped you out, hit like so more people can find it. I'd love to make more content. Thank you.